still play? Remember, a ball a day gives you energy to play.
Oh, yeah. Silly rabbit, you're just king.
I know. Frosty O's. Sorry, Baldy. Frosty O's are for breakfast.
The Big G cereals of General Mills, makers of the goodness pack for your choice of goodness.
Can we turn down the lights?
Good morning. The best to you each morning. K-E-double-L. Oh, double good Kellogg's. Best to you.
Thank you.
Snap, crackle, Rice Krispies. Breakfast of champions.
Start with fresh corn flavor. Start your day with Post Toasties cornflakes. Start your day a little bit better. Post Toasties, rattling out loud with fresh corn flavor. Post Toasties.
Look, it's Sugar Pop's feet.
With my sugar popper, I can rustle up enough Kellogg's Sugar Pops for everyone. And they're in snack pack, too. Oh, the Pops are sweeter and the tastiest, too. They're shot with sugar through and through. Sugar Pops are Pops.
Hey, Michael, why are all these people in our living room? Well, I guess they're here to watch our TV show. So, if a few of you maybe notice, we have 2 Michaels on the panel, but there's actually 5 with these other mics here that we're using. So, that was all spontaneous. So, the first person is Michael Vollmer. He's an artist, painter. He has a first cereal box fanzine called Free and Slide, and he has YouTube, Free and Slide channel. And Fun Maker Mike, he's a founder of Funko. He's an artist, musician, actor, creator, distributed over 70 cereal boxes. And he made 70 cereal boxes. He had a great team of artists, designers, and creators. So Fun Maker Mike will be here a little later, and he will be bringing surprises and fun. So we're starting out with this. This is a granola box from 1869. See how cereal boxes are pieces of art, and they reflect our times for exactly what's happening. Like the superhero boxes, different Superman and Batman and Spider-Man at that time, because those things were happening in society. So I found this box. It's a type of granola. And what's really interesting is, did you know that originally breakfast cereal was an invention of a celebrated chemist? I mean, all our cereal's natural now, I'm sure. So, and here's the directions. Dissolve in cold water or milk. In all cases, season moderately with salt. So there was probably no flavor at all, maybe with salt on it. It says, the extract is highly concentrated and will retain its virtue for years in any climate. It sounds like it's a virgin cereal, and at the end, I think I'm going to have somebody come up here, and we're going to try the cereal and see how it is after 155 years. Yeah, you can volunteer for that too if you want. So Kellogg's actually started in 1906, but it's called Sonitas. And Wheaties 1924, so it's 100 years. This year, 100 years, but I haven't seen them do anything. I wanted to do the museum, but it didn't happen, obviously. Well, you don't know that. And one of the first characters boxes was Mickey Mouse on the front, 34. But what I come up to show you this next thing is, I'm going to show you the first cereal commercial. It was shown in 1938 in movie theaters, because it was on TV, for Kellogg's Rice Krispies, and it's the first appearance of Snap, Crackle, and Pop. It was called a minute movie. And so you got to remember, in that era, these were just phenomenals and like completely new entertainment.
Gee, I'd like to stay all night, Bobby. Don't you like the cereal? Oh, yeah. But it's a little mushy. It's not just much the kind my breakfast pals serve Dad and me at home. Breakfast pals? Sure, they come every morning as soon as I wake. Why?
like Dobie from Snow White from 37. This is, as far as I've been able to find, the first superhero cereal box, and it was put in from Canada. I mean, it was in Canada. Canada was before us even. So, and 2 years before this, a Canadian company, they did a broadcast of Superman. And Kellogg saw that it was such a success for the first year that they bought the rights and they played on the radio for 11 years. So here's the first transmission. Oops, that was not the first transmission. We have to go back for the first transmission. Somebody pushed the wrong button. Okay, first transmission.
Boys and girls, come attentively. Presenting a new executive man. As a man of amazing and a good personality. Best on an airplane. Lord Marvel and a little lion. Impervious to bullets. Over the skies. Superman. A being with a weapon. Every man possessed the powers and abilities never before in life on earth, including for the average man with a single arm, for the twins strength and equity. They so like little twins power, tremendous weight, slow speed of his bare hand, Superman is big as a distant planet, 10 million miles, physical power extraordinary, as large as the monkey's existence on Earth.
So 46, Buck Rogers came out. This was the front of the box. And here's the back of the box with Buck Rogers. And the coolest thing for this next year is Pep cereal. I don't know if you ever heard Pep cereal. I mean, it didn't have cocaine in it either, so I don't know exactly. But you would get in each box, you would get a button, okay? And so there were 90 total pins altogether. And each set had a Superman. So Superman button is really like common because there's so many. But like, I mean, you had to at least eat 120 boxes, okay, to get 90 because you get duplicates on everything. And you get a beanie. There was a beanie you could order, and you'd put all your pins on top of it. So you could display your prizes on your head. And it's 47. This is what you read every day. Like if you had the cereal box, you look at it every day and read it again and again. So this is the comics. You know, I don't know which first books it came from, but you know, every day you have that to read, which is like really brilliant. This is kind of off superheroes, but this is such a cool thing. 1945, atomic bomb, and they put out a Kix atomic bomb ring the next year. All right, and you could send it away for 15 cents. You know how much 15 cents was then? Like, it was a lot. So you could see genuine atoms split to smithereens. So smithereens was a really cool thing to say. It's like, the emissions was an alpha radiation of a sample of radium bromide. Okay? And so even now, in some of these rings, you can look into the little, it's a microphone with like a magnifier. And you can see it sparkle. I think, God, that's still good. So we don't know how many people, you know, may have like, you know, lost their eyes in that situation.
Moderate radiation for children.
Yeah, moderate. Okay, Kellos didn't get, you know, Generals didn't get sued, so no, it didn't happen. So 1952 was the first Tony Tiger and Superman stereo picks. Now, this is really cool. At the same time, they put out Katie the Kangaroo. And they did it because they thought the girls would be afraid of tigers. And there were two other mascots, Elmo, the elephant, and Newt the Gnu. And, you know, they didn't make the bowl. But here's a commercial with Katie the kangaroo and Superman.
Here's my friend Clark Kent, the star of Superman.
My friends inside are having a very interesting talk. Interesting because it's about my favorite subject, Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. Listen.
What's the extra bowl for? It's a Superman in case it's something for breakfast.
Are you dead?
Hi, Clark. We're just in time for Sugar Frosted Flakes.
Well, I see you'd like to place that. Were you expecting me?
Sister decided to set a place for Superman.
Well, from the place of the cereal, Superman goes best.
She is right. So you think it's all right if I sit here?
Sure, Clark. After all, even Superman couldn't be in every home that has Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes.
All over the country, kids and grown-ups are discovering the most exciting new cereal ever made. Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. You like them too. And it's for taste. Well, Katie?
Delightful.
Okay, ponder a little bit. This man is walking around the neighborhood, going into kids' kitchens and talking about cereal. I mean, it's really bad. I mean, we look at it as a different thing now. So this was, you can get a comic book inside, which is extra really cool. 54, they put out this satellite. Okay, he was supposed to turn it 10 times, and he goes, you know, 25 to 40 feet. That's huge for a kid. And so remember that, like, when they shot these, you know, some of them did go into outer space. And like the rocket too. So it came out right after the space satellite. It seems like some evil genius kids were winding up launchers 3,000 to 4,000 turns. Yep. It went into orbit. So it was a great fun thing to play with and blast off. Everybody needs a little discipline with this promotion.
Hi, come on and meet my pal, Clark Kent, the star of Superman.
You know, there's something mighty interesting going on around my town. Every place I go, I see that favorite new cereal, Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. Look.
You just can't be Superman if that's all there is to it. Why not?
Peeping Tom.
Well, I don't know if you can do the Superman will sure like. Why? You can ask for a Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. Superman says they're the best. I like they're the best too. Hey, I know. Since you like Sugar Frosted Flakes, you can be Supergirl.
You see, kids may argue, but never about Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. This is the new cereal kids all agree is the best tasting cereal ever. Tony, tell the folks how Frosted Flakes taste.
A couple amusing things. That voice was Thurl Ravencroft. He did the Haunted Mansion when you go into the elevator. That was his voice. And for years, he was like that deep voice. He was the Grinch on which Christmas was that? The Grinch on... Yeah. No. So, and another interesting thing was Supergirl didn't appear till 4 years after this commercial from the comics. So there's no Supergirl, and they were talking about her being Supergirl. I thought that was like, oh, that's a cool situation. Flying Superman, you would have this, you go over the little rubber band and you shoot it out. So this is 55, 56, and I made one of these, not in 55, but I cut it out with my boxes. And it hung around for like 10 years in the house till I went someplace else. But it was quite a fun thing because it'd be kind of like action. And you would have it dangle because the wind would move it around because it was hung like on a piece of string. And another interesting thing is, see the girl down at the bottom, it's Norman Rockwell. Norman Rockwell did 6 different cereal box covers. And Norman Rockwell was a painter, really realistic, and he did like 300 Saturday Evening Post magazines. And it's not posts from, the cereal post. There's another thing that Clark Kent could have had, you know, when he was like looking for a thing. But this is Hillbilly Goat, okay? Like, what was that marketed for? Like, you know, most hillbillies didn't watch TV in '66, and you know that's when Batman was a giant craze from the TV show. So all these promotions came out in '66 and '67 too. This one you could teach kids how to make bat money, or maybe real money by the printing set. This was really cool. These were rubber rings that came out only in the cereal. Later that they showed in America in vending machines, but they were only issued in Canada. And so you got all these cool colors too, you know, red and blue and green and yellow. And I got, as a kid, like all these different colors. Australia, 1967. Once again, you get 2 cards per box, and it was 40-card set. So you had to buy, you know, at least 20 boxes or 30. Once again, you get these doubles and everything. This is the best Batman boxes made. And it was England in '66. And look at how many Batman and Robin are coming at you for action on, you know, a really boring cereal, shredded wheat. This was really fun. This was a limited edition, and it just wasn't distributed. I don't know if it was even put out there, but like, I keep wondering if everybody knows what Johnny Quest is. That looks like Race Banner, all right? It just looks just like it. And he's flying in outer space, okay? I mean, like, and at night, like you could get this rub on by Dynaman, you know, like wink, wink, nod, nod. So, 1975, this was a promotion. You could get 4 different records by sending them away, and they were $1.50 each. And now they're worth about $4 for all 4 of them, and there was like, I saw them in every Goodwill. Hold on. And that transmission you heard, that was on these records. 77, you know, when superheroes are bored, they throw magnetic darts. 1988 had all these different impacts. Iron-on stickers, Viewmasters, mini comic books, and to elaborate, we have a commercial.
See you, Superman. Go, Winter Wood. Holy kryptonite.
You can follow the adventures of these superhero characters in 4 new Superheroes mini comic books, 1 in each specially marked box of Post Fruity and Cocoa Pebbles rice cereal.
1978 brought this. Look at those cool mod graphics on the back. And also want you to notice this girl on the left for Honeycomb for 1978. And this is a DC character. And you know, you get action posters. I don't know. Like, I think you'd have to get stoned to see the posters be action.
A peaceful day in the Honeycomb hideout is suddenly interrupted by...
The Hulk!
Big, big Hulk, one big cereal!
Honeycomb, you better come through. Brace yourself, Hulk. Honeycomb's big. It's got a big bite that tastes right.
Big enough for a Hulk?
Just try it.
Was Honeycomb cereal big? Part of balanced breakfast. Oh, no!
Don't forget your honeycomb.
Honeycomb big!
And it's got a big bite.
I can't help it. This is really a fun commercial. See, subtly interrupted by thud, okay? And then nobody realized that Hulk was a nutritionalist, right? And you also noticed the previous box of, you know, Honeycomb was DC, and this was Marvel. This is all within, I think, 1 year, but I've never found a box that has Hulk on it, and I don't know how they did that, you know, went from DC to Marvel, but just watch this again. It's just so funny.
A peaceful day in the Honeycomb hideout is suddenly interrupted by...
Thud!
The Hulk!
Big, big Hulk, one big cereal!
Honeycomb, you better come through. Brace yourself, Hulk. Honeycomb's big. It's got a big bite that tastes right.
Big enough for a Hulk?
Just try it.
Was Honeycomb cereal big? Part of balanced breakfast. Oh, no!
Don't forget your honeycomb.
Honeycomb big!
And it's got a big bite.
One of my favorite commercials. And here's some more promotions for about 1983 or 4, it's 79, I don't know. But this one's really beautiful. This is 1984, the first Supergirl, and it was issued in Canada. Like, she was the most beautiful Supergirl, you know, she was the perfect Supergirl, obviously. And you'll count chocolate with her, I mean, how could you lose with that? So 89, when they had the movie, and it was a huge movie, and it was the most cereal ever selling. This box was the most selling it had ever come. You would get a figural bank shrunk wrapped to the front. So like, I bought 3 cases, okay, and I lost on that because it took years. Now they're like about $10, but
They sold them at Toys R Us. I mean, it was really big. They saturated the market with this, and speculators went wild. Like everybody bought a case.
and they lasted for years because people kept them sealed, which means it's full of cereal. Like how many have been eaten by bugs? We'll never know on that situation. So 92, no bat craze, okay, but they put out the second movie and they had a lot of different promotions on it because they thought, oh, we're gonna do really great with this Batman stuff. Didn't happen. So look at all those great toys. You got this was, Hulk mad. He smashed cereal. It almost kind of like the commercial, but not quite. And this is him mad because he's really red. Because Hulk's sorry. Hulk will pay for cereal to replace milk and bowl. Oh, I love this one. This is Mexico, 2016. So I'm pointing, I'm going to show you the small caption and put it on Hulk's chest. And this is what the caption says. Beyond proof that cereal boxes contain scientific truth. And you know the real origins of Hulk now. It's kind of stunted. It actually kind of looks like a Funko Pop. It was like 2008. So Captain Crunch, how it rips up your mouth? You wouldn't have a mouth with cereal that is this hard that it takes Superman to shatter it. And the reason the cereal is red is to hide the bloody dripping in your mouth. I'm so amused by that. So, some more comics in there, and I'm going to have Michael take over. Bring your mic, Michael.
Oh, yes. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'll bring both mics over here. That was the history part from the old days to new. What happened for me collecting comics, in 1986, I read an ad that said, cereal boxes wanted. And at that time, we didn't have internet or cell phones, and I wrote the guy a letter, and I asked him why. And he said that he was collecting old cereal boxes. Which one does this?
It does, neither one does.
There you go. He was collecting old cereal boxes because it was the product packaging for the toy that came inside the cereal. And that, much like the mint on card for a Star Wars card, or some kind of impact, that the cereal box itself was the part that got thrown away, and that they were very rare. There were only 1 or 2 examples, and like Dwayne said earlier, there are boxes that he still hasn't found in 35 years of collecting. My thought was I could go to the store right then and buy a cereal box, and that it would become an immediate collector's item. And at the time, we had hologram Ghostbusters cereal boxes, and Indiana Jones had just come out in Canada, and Batman had just come out with flicker things in Canada. So I began collecting these boxes, primarily cereal boxes. With superheroes. There were a lot, as you've just seen, of Spider-Man, especially Batman. Those Batman movies were so popular, it's hard to understand how big they were. And they had A-list actors and marketing, which you'll see in the next 15 years of this history. We had representation from all of the major serial superheroes, all of the superheroes were represented on cereal boxes, and they were still being thrown away all through the late 80s and early 90s, up through 2000, when we'll see here in this slide presentation that the Powerpuff Girls had their own cereal. So for me as a collector, going to the grocery store and buying the box, I could avoid all the scarcity issues, I could stay contemporary, and once eBay and everything came along, we started being able to collect international variations of these cereal boxes, which are licensed completely differently in Canada, Japan, England, and it became just a beautiful example of a collectible. So much so that, as you'll see, Funko developed a huge line of exclusive cereal boxes for the collector market.
So Spider-Man was on Kellogg's, Ralston, and General Mills. I mean, that's how big that character was for all these boxes.
Yeah, and these are foil embossed. There's all kinds of great examples.
On that note, guys, yes.
All right, we're gonna have some slight distractions while I go on with this incredibly intriguing narrative. I would like to say, in case it's the last thing I ever get to say, when I got Into the Spider-Verse cereal box, I didn't know who Miles Morales was, and I had never read a Spider-Gwen comic, and I had no intention of going to watch a Spider-Man cartoon. That was not going to be what I was going to do, but I bought the cereal box because I had all these other Spider-Man cereal boxes in my collection, so it was just the latest one. And what happened is I ended up loving Into the Spider-Verse so much that I became proud to be a Spider-Man collector. And I went out and picked up all the comics, and I was so grateful to still have this. It has a phone interactive element that expired in 2019. So it was like all of these other things, excuse me, they were so much a part of what was going on for kids. The disposability, the grab it now, all of those instant gratifications, all of this phone app stuff, and all of these online, download the code to watch a special Teen Titans video, all of these things were exclusive to these cereal boxes. And earlier we had a question about favorite cereal. For me, it was Powerpuff Girls. It was sugar frosted Rice Krispies with Pop Rocks. It was crazy good. And foil embossed and Powerpuff Girls were so fun. That was such a great time. As you can see here, we're up to Avengers. This is one of those collect all, where you buy them and then all the boxes fit together. That was a new gimmick. They did it with the Justice League. And this brings us up to, this was the last set of superhero boxes that I bought, Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't think I was going to like those movies, but I ended up liking them a lot.
This was the best cereal box that was ever made with Spider-Man, and it had the origin. You could read the comic, you could open up. That was the very best. This is the coolest one we ever come across. And you can take pictures of it, yes, in a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to start going into Funko. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few of the cereal boxes that Mike made. Oh, this was breakfast squares. Mom would tell you not to wolf down the cereal. But look at this. Look at this genius piece. This is Elvira's cereal, and it's black. I mean, I can get black cereal. That's so cool. And then he made like 7 different, like Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Elvira, Batgirl. Like, he made all these cereal boxes. He made like 70 cereal boxes with his artists and his creators and everything. So this is Wheaties, okay? This is Wheaties. Everybody knows what Wheaties is. Okay, it's Wheaties Champion, but it becomes, Funmaker Champion, okay? And this is Mike, the secret origin. He's going to tell you about the secret origins of Saturday morning. So let's have Mike Becker up here.
Started. You ready to have some fun? Wait, what do you got in there? Oh, that's one of those Freddy Halo. What is that thing? What is it? Spartan? Is that a good one? What's this? Is that a good one? Oh, that's nice. What is that? Tigger Proto. All right. Thank you, Rosario. All right, so let's talk a little bit about fun and Saturday morning. But before we start, why don't we start with fun? Let's give something away, shall we? What should we do? Should we start with a proto? Who's this guy? That's exactly what I thought. Okay, on a count of 3. Hey, come on over here, Dave Bray. Help me out for a minute. Come on over here, Art. All right, so I want you to find the loudest person on my command. All right, get ready. We're getting ready for Fun Days, guys, so we better start getting ready for you. The loudest person on 3, you find them and you give them that pro. Yes, you, hush, you find them. All right, we're getting ready for our pirate show tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah. All right, here we go, Funko Fanatics. This is our warm-up for the weekend. 1, 2, 3! All right, we found our first winner. All right, Art, what do you think? Let's give away a Freddy. What is this? Oh, yeah, the Peter Pan. It's the Freddy Peter Pan that we had left over from I think a WonderCon or something. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3! Hey everybody, I'm your pal Funmaker Mike, and golly gee, wait till you see what we got for you today. We have a little bit of a cereal panel, I guess, but for me, the reason I wanted to do this, and I've been doing this with Dwayne over the years, I've known him for probably, gosh, I think I knew you before Funko, probably 30 years now. Okay, all right. All right, so, you know, for me, Saturday morning is really what cereal. When I think cereal, I think Saturday morning, and I think about me and my little brother, because it was in the morning on Saturday, it was like you had this new freedom, this license to enjoy on your own time without mom and dad bothering you. And it was a time where we had the rights to the TV, we could eat what we want, we could wear what we want, we could have whatever we wanted. So for me, I loved Saturday morning. I look forward to it because it's not like it is today, kids. You couldn't just dial up whatever you wanted and see whatever you wanted. It was like a real treat. You knew that only certain shows were on at a certain time. And the one thing is back then too, you gotta remember how old I am, is there was only 3 networks. So there were 3 channels, and those 3 channels played nothing but cartoons. So Saturday morning was reserved for kids. And so sitting there with my little brother in my pajamas, watching Saturday morning cartoons, eating breakfast cereal, drinking Tang, that's as close to heaven as it could get. And so, you know, those of you that love Funko, I mean, that's really what Funko's all about. It was really trying to bring back the feeling of being a kid Saturday morning and what all of that magic was about. So for the last 26 years, that's what we're trying to do. Funko really isn't about this. It's about a feeling, okay? And I always said if you create a feeling and you create that love and stuff, whatever products you make, whether it's a t-shirt or a pop or or whatever it is, all that stuff is secondary to the feeling, right? And that's why I think Funko fanatics and Funko in general are bigger than, or more unique, let's say that, than any other fan group I've ever seen. We have our own name, we're not fans, we're you know, fanatics, and we seem to stick together, and we're very different than a lot of other collectors and a lot of other fans of other things. And I think that because you guys can connect with that fun. Am I making any sense? Yeah. All right, so for me, still to this day, I love Speed Racer. I think there was a little bit, you know, every kid wants to rebel a little bit, and my mom always said, you know, you can't watch Speed Racer, I'm concerned because, you know, it's too violent. Is there a video? Yeah, there is. Okay. So if you watch, there's a lot of car crashes at the start.
Chasing after someone. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the power on fire. And when
look out, Mom, here it comes, right here. You're gonna crash.
Make your life Speed Racer. Sing it through. Speed Racer.
Don't worry, he'll be alright.
He's on the flyers as he comes the car around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never coming back. Adventure's waiting just ahead. Go Speed Racer.
Sing along.
Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer. Go!
I mean, come on. It had an epic theme song. Speed Racer. Driving pretty much a magic car. Okay, it sounds like we gotta get to this stuff faster than we thought. All right, Speed Racer, Saturday morning, go. I loved watching Leave It to Beaver. There was a lot of life lessons taught there at Leave It to Beaver. It was always great how, oh, Puff and stuff, you know, Sid and Marty Krofft, they were, you know, were underdog. I mean, I always liked cartoons that where there was a transformation where he would have that little secret pill and then he'd go kick some ass. And I got, you know how many people bugged me about this cartoon? You guys remember when it said, hey, Mikey, he likes it. It was for Life cereal. Quisp. You got, I mean, that's Quisp, Captain Crunch. I think they kind of taste the same, but man, who doesn't love, you know, cereal mascots? For, you know, like even with Jumbo-chan, you guys see I brought Speed Racer back with Jumbo-chan because it was just so damn cool. Let me try now. Oh, Kaboom. A lot of people didn't know about Kaboom, but I think they had it in a movie. Wasn't it like Pulp Fiction or something? I'm not sure. But Cocoa and Fruity Pebbles, those, Jesus, that was like after you were done eating the cereal, you know, you had like, you know, strawberry milk, chocolate milk, so you basically had your beverage too.
Don't be scared. I'm the super sweet monster with the super sweet...
Count Chocula, we'll move on to the next one, right? So Count Chocula, to me, was the absolute best. That's okay, Dwayne, we can move on to the next one.
The monstrous chocolate flavor. Well, I've got berry flavored sweeties for monstrous strawberry flavor. Count Chocula, Captain Berry.
So for me, obviously, Count Chocula was probably my favorite, just because I love the combination of monsters, cereal, Saturday morning, pajamas, Tang, space food sticks, all that stuff. Remember,
This is a typical meal served to astronauts aboard Apollo space flights. Oatmeal, sausage, toast, applesauce, and in a special zero-gravity pouch, Tang, the energy breakfast drink. Orange-flavored Tang, with a rich, natural flavor, and more vitamin C than orange juice. Energy
so that was a big deal, you know, in the 60s and 70s. It was all about space and going to the moon, and everybody back then, you know, what do you want to be? Well, people wanted to be like 2 or 3 things. They wanted to be, you know, an astronaut or, you know, something cool like that. I always wanted to be a milkman. My dad's first job was a milkman, and back then, that was like one of the coolest things. You know, Let me tell you a little story. I remember when I shipped my first order finally from Funko. There was a place still down in Pike Place Market in Seattle, and they still had chocolate milk in the glass bottle. And I remember going down there and buying that glass bottle of chocolate milk. That was like my ultimate reward. And I went and sat out there on the step and drank that bottle of chocolate milk in that glass bottle. And that was so good back then. I don't know if you guys, a lot of you guys are too young to remember this, but the milkman would deliver the milk on your porch. And sometimes my mom or would order the chocolate milk. So it was so amazing to, it was almost like opening that door and, oh my God, there it is, that chocolate milk. All right, we're gonna give away another prize. I'm gonna go with, let's see. I'm gonna give this guy wearing a hot sauce t-shirt right here. What is this, Mookie Betts? I don't know, can you tell, is it? I like that you're wearing your Flight of Fun t-shirt. All right. All right, let's move on to, so what is this? Saturday Morning with Funmaker Mike. That was probably the first slide, right? Is that it? Was that all the slides?
Yep.
Okay, so we can talk about more giveaways. So really, what I wanted to really come here to do is support my good buddies, but also to let you guys know that Funmaker Mike loves Saturday morning, and that's really what Funko was. And if you really want to know the essence of what I still want to do, even in the future, is bring that kind of fun, that Saturday morning fun from when you were a kid, that feeling of just like, I can't, the excitement, the adventure, the unknown. And I will tell you guys, adventure is the best part of life, I mean, hanging out, the camaraderie and the fun, and you guys will see more than you ever thought you could see in this weekend if you got Fun Days tickets. I hope you do. All right, so let's give away some more stuff. Let's give away this, what is this thing? The Vision. What do you think? Our loudest or quietest? Quietest. All right, on my command, quietest. 1, 2, 3.
Quietest.
Just gonna get louder.
Yeah! Let's hear it. All right, let's do this one. Here's from the Blacklight. It's a Blacklight banner from that was like 2 years ago, I think. Art, you gonna help me? Yes. All right. You gotta do something other than loudest. Wait a minute, I got an idea. There was the Addams Family, but what was the other one?
Monster.
Right there.
Monster.
I think the guy, all right. All right, here we got another Freddy Peter Pan. Let's think of something fun. Let me think of, there was Leave It to Beaver, but what was the other show that was before Leave It to Beaver? Huh?
My Three Sons.
No, I'm looking for something else.
My Three Sons? Brady Bunch.
There it is.
Brady Bunch.
Ozzie and Harriet. I don't even know if that's the right answer, but... All right, here we got a Killer Crowns. Loudest! We got a Tigger Proto. Absolute loudest. We're gonna save these two for the big finale. What do we got here? Proto Robo. Oh yeah, that was from the Blacklight Battle. Let's do something. What is the name? Give me, whoever shouts out a name of one of the teams this year.
What?
All right. When I count to 3, I want everybody to rush the stage.
I'm already here.
maybe they want to have some fun. Tell them to come on over. All right, we got 3 things left. Let's see, what is this thing? What is it? All right, I believe you. All right, we can't do a shouting one. Let's do loudest whisper. We'll call it the Freddy Whisper. 1, 2, 3.
Why'd it have to be Fred?
We're trying to keep this just above state fair level entertainment, folks.
That's right.
All right, we got 2 left. These are the big ones, I'm told. Where did she go? I'm going to do one last loud one. I'm going to do a quiet one and a loud one, and then we'll be done. I know Justin Dutta, darn it. He's a friend of mine. Didn't he run though? I don't know. Maybe. All right, here we go. What's this one again? The Spartan. That's a good one, right? Wait, let's do a question. First person, get ready, that shouts out the year Funko started. I thought it was this guy. No, I thought it was that guy. Oh man. For all of you that shouted it out and didn't get a prize, you know who to blame. He's right there. Look at that. For all of you that are going to walk away empty-handed, it's because of this man here. Hey, don't worry. Hey, I've got you guys, I've got a $7 a pop signing, I think, after this, and then I'm going to be at the Funko booth after this, and we're going to have we brought a ton of prizes and fun, so I'm going to try to give as much away as I can. All right, so I'm going to pick the last winner, and it's going to be, hang on. So try to find me. Let's really enjoy this last weekend together as a Funko family. So we'll do one last super duper, quadruple, super top secret probation loudest, and then let's blow the roof off this sucker and tell them that we finished our panel, because they'll know this was the finale. Art, I want you to just protect me. I'm gonna go out there. State fair level entertainment, folks. Here we go.